Céad míle fáilte, is me StreamingWiz, and today we'll be looking at the journey of the chosen undead. From an unknown hollow locked in a prison cell in the Undead Asylum, to linking the first flame, or becoming the Dark Lord. First off, if you enjoyed this type of content, please consider hitting the like button, share with your friends and subscribing to the channel. Any support is greatly appreciated and it really helps the channel grow. And with that, let's get into it. Our story begins locked in a cell in the Undead Asylum, a place where humans have been sent to go hollow and to be no threat to the gods. But we are given a chance to escape, as Oscar of Astora drops a corpse holding the key to our escape. We later meet Oscar, beaten and broken after being smashed into a room by the Asylum demon. With Oscar's last breath, he gives us the Estus flask. We fight the Asylum demon, who has been stationed here to stop humans from escaping. We defeat the demon, and we escape to Firelink Shrine with the assistance of a giant crow, who I believe is in association with Velka, goddess of sin. Velka's followers hunt the gods and their kin, so it tracks that she would be helping humans leave the Undead Asylum and get to Lordran to defeat the gods. When we arrive at Firelink Shrine, we are greeted by the crestfallen warrior, who isn't the most cheerful of chaps. However, he does give us a bit of guidance. Ring 2 bells. If we successfully ring these 2 bells, he will journey to the New Launder ruins and go hollow. We also meet Anastasia of Astora, the firekeeper of Firelink Shrine. She is mute, however she can upgrade our flask using the firekeeper's souls. Knight Lautrec and Kareem will eventually kill her. However, we can later invade Lautrec's world, defeat him, and obtain a firekeeper's soul, which can be used to revive her or further upgrade our flask. Another character we meet at Firelink Shrine at the beginning is Petrus of Thorland, who can sell us some very useful miracles early game, but more on his questline later on. As we leave Firelink Shrine, we make our way through the Undead Burg, fighting humans who have gone hollow, a Black Knight who was one of Gwyn's Silver Knights. However, their armour has been charred fighting the spread of demons from Los Isolith. Eventually we fight the Taurus demon, who escaped Los Isolith. The placement of the Black Knight nearby would suggest that he is hunting the Taurus demon. As we make easy work of the Taurus demon, we meet a warrior of sunlight, a shining light in a darkening world, Solaire of Astora. Like us, Solaire is on his own journey through Lordran. However, his is to obtain his very own son. We meet Solaire on various occasions throughout the game, with each interaction helping him progress through the game. However, if we do not defeat the Chaos Bug, Solaire will find it, place it on his head, and go insane, and then we must end our friend's insanity. However, if we do manage to defeat the Chaos Bug, and Solaire survives to the very end, he can be summoned against Gwyn in the last boss fight. After this first interaction with Solaire, we need to quickly run across the bridge leading to the Undead Parish, as the Hellkite Vervin sets the bridge alight. Alternatively, we can head underneath the bridge, where we can obtain the Drake Sword by cutting off its tail. At the other side of this bridge is the Undead Parish. Exploring the Undead Parish, we fight a variety of enemies: hollows, another Black Knight, a Fang Boar covered in steel armour, the nimble Balder Knights, the heavy-hitting Bernick Knights, and finally a Channeler, a servant of Seath the Scaleless, who has been tasked to research the lands of Lordran and kidnap women for Seath's depraved experiments. We find Lautrec of Kareem locked up in the Undead Parish, and we can save him and send him to Firelink Shrine, but again he will end up eventually killing Anastasia of Astora here. The boss fight of this area is the Bell Gargoyles, which can be quite difficult solo. However, if you summon Solaire, his lightning spears will make quick work of them. After defeating them, you can go into the bell tower, climb the ladders, and ring the first Bell of Awakening. And that concludes part 1 of the Chosen Undead's journey through Lordran. If you liked this, please consider hitting the like button and joining me for part 2. Until then, StreamingWiz over and out.